What is going on, guys? My name is Magardo, and right now it is like literally 6 o'clock. I got on YouTube, 6 a.m. I should say. I got on YouTube just a second ago. I was getting ready to head to bed, and I was just looking around on a few things right quick before, getting off and actually heading to bed. And I seen this, and I tried laying down after watching this, and I could not, I could not go to sleep, or I should just really say reading up upon it. I couldn't go to sleep. I actually seen this on a YouTube video. This is actually talking about a recent event that went down with Treyarch and a former employee that they fired. I ended up watching a video on this of this guy that I've actually been watching quite recently whenever it comes to Black Ops 4 and, Call of Duty news and whatnot. He just kind of rants on about different things, within the Call of Duty community and whatnot within, like, Black Ops 4. His name is Optimus, and, he seems like a pretty cool guy. I'll just, leave a link down below in the description if you guys want to go check him out. I guess you could kind of say it's like a shout-out, whatever. But he posted up a video. He was talking about how a former Treyarch employee was fired, and he kind of gave some insight on what went down. He had some links in his video, and I went and I checked him out, and I read up on everything, and man, this is absolutely ridiculous. So this guy, just to kind of give like a brief overview of everything, this guy is a former employee. He ended up getting fired here recently from Treyarch. He has been working there for about 2 years now. He gets on Reddit and he claims that he has always been a fan of the franchise, of the Call of Duty franchise. He has really loved playing it, and till this day he still plays it, and he still, claims to really enjoy playing the game, which is pretty cool. He must really, it seemed like, reading over this, he really, enjoyed his job. He really liked it. He was like the only person on his team who actually went and played Call of Duty outside of work. So, he seems to really enjoy, Call of Duty. He really seemed to enjoy his job, which is pretty cool. But just what went down is he was working a 12-hour shift. He was working on second shift. He was working from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. He has a scheduled lunch break at 5 p.m. Every time that he actually goes into work. He states on here it's talking about third shift, which is coming in at 3 p.m. He said that he could actually go on break at 6 p.m. instead. They decided to push his break back an hour, and he was like, okay. So he ended up going to break at 6 p.m., the scheduled time that they said, hey, you can go on break. He goes to break, he comes back, and, he returns, and after that point, he is instantly fired. He claims on here that he does not get, no opportunity to explain anything that went down. He does not get to defend himself. Nothing along those lines, which is stupid. They said that, you're supposed to be, you can go on break at 6 p.m., and once he gets back, he was fired. The reason that they claimed that he was fired, they said that they pushed the lunch back break another hour. So instead of going out, at 6 p.m., he went out to 7 p.m. The break was supposed to start at 7 p.m. But the thing about it was, though, is they never informed him. They never informed him that the break was actually pushed back another hour. So at that point, he was basically just fired from the company without even really, being informed of, what time he was, supposed to be going on break. So just small recap. So this guy goes in, 12-hour shift. He has a normal, regularly scheduled lunch break at 5 p.m., and, they decided, hey, we're going to push it back an hour, so break will start at 6 p.m. So he heads out at 6 p.m. He comes back, and he is just automatically fired. He is just, immediately fired. He doesn't really get to explain anything. He doesn't really get to defend anything, defend himself. He is just fired on the spot there. They ended up saying that lunch break was pushed back another hour, but he was never informed of this, so he basically got fired for practically nothing. So, that's pretty stupid in itself. But after that went down, he was trying to, get his stuff, his personal belongings or whatever, and they ended up calling security on him and trying to force him to get out without actually giving his, stuff back, his personal belongings back. And they finally said, hey, they finally gave them back to him, and they pretty much, he stated on here, it says, what's the loss to us? And it's disappointing. It is disappointing, in all honesty. So this is also pretty crazy, okay, because this is one of the top-notch employees. And why do I say that? Because he gets on the post here, he pretty much states, I'm actually the employee that has the most issues reported. Alright, he reported on most of the issues within the game, and he's the only one, he's the only employee that actually goes out and plays the game outside of work. And they pretty much just tossed him off like he was nothing. Man, this is absolutely ridiculous. This was like his dream job. He loved the idea of actually getting to work for the company because he grew up and he loved this franchise so much. And he ends up getting mistreated like this. It is absolutely ridiculous. This is truly the definition of bullshit, okay? You know, I've heard of companies doing like shady shit before in the past with their employees. You know, I've read up things about that before, time and time again in the past. But sometimes it just, some of this just like overwhelms me. Like, how can you like truly treat one of your employees like this? How can you truly mistreat somebody like this? This is outrageous. This is outright fucking insane. So after all of this happens, he actually takes to Reddit, he gets on here, he explains his full story of what exactly went down, and this is stupid. But, you know, people want to make the argument saying, hey, this guy could possibly be lying and not even, you know, be an employee, you know, that actually works for Treyarch. But honestly, I don't really think that, you know, that's the case, because he's actually able to get on here and leak out information of things that is actually coming in the future within the game. He talks about like future updates, and he talks about, you know, like, you know, Easter eggs that people haven't really, you know, solved or figured out yet within, you know, like zombies and whatnot. He pretty much just like leaks out information about that. So I have a feeling that this is actually true information, because, you know, if you actually go on and you actually test all of the things that he has leaked out, you know, like on zombies in terms of like the Easter eggs and whatnot, you know, it's true. It actually works out. So I don't believe this guy is lying about being an employee. I believe he is truly an employee that, you know, previously, you know, worked at Treyarch. He's a former employee, and it's just, it sucks that he got mistreated like this and he got wrongfully treated like this. This is just outright insane. Now, in terms of him actually leaking out this information, whether or not it be, you know, with zombies, future updates, whatever the case may be, he can actually face legal action for this. You know, I've been reading up on it, and people, you know, have been saying this, that he can face like charges or whatever against him, legal action, lawsuits, whatever. Personally, I don't really work in like government or, you know, like, you know, anything to do with like crime and lawyers and whatnot, so I ain't really, you know, too familiar with all the details of any of this. I'm not, you know, like a lawyer or somebody that works in like government or in like this big, you know, business, you know, corporation, whatever. I'm not somebody that does that, so I'm not too, you know, familiar with how all of this would actually go down. So, you know, what I've been reading up on, there is actually a chance that he could actually face legal action for this, which is pretty damn stupid. I mean, he did get, you know, mistreated from the company. You know, they did honestly just completely mistreat him. They treated him as if he was just a pile of garbage, you know, pile of trash, and that is stupid. And it sucks that, you know, this guy could possibly be facing legal action for this. I hate to even hear about this. I hate to see, you know, somebody like him who has, you know, truly sat down and actually enjoyed his job for the past 2 years. I hate the idea of him getting, you know, fired for this, you know, for, you know, just something that's, you know, basically nothing, really. He gets fired for basically nothing. He was uninformed about everything, and I just hate the idea of seeing him face legal action. So I'm in at this point in the video. Do I even really have to say what I think about all this? Oh my god, this is literally ridiculous. It is foolish. It is stupid. I hate the fact that, you know, he just got tossed away as if he was nothing, as if he was just worthless. I just hate the fact that he got mistreated by a big corporation like this. I hate when I hear stories about this stuff, man. It is just outright insane. It is awful. And it's awful to see a company like Treyarch and Activision treat one of their employees, one of their workers like this. That is complete bullshit. It is literally complete fucking bullshit. And I hate it. I fucking hate it, man. Whenever I see things, though, that, you know, is around Call of Duty, I guess, that is around, you know, Treyarch, Infinity Ward, and now Sledgehammer Games, and also Activision, it really, you know, I see it like kind of affect the community. And whenever I see that it actually affects the community, I feel like Call of Duty is just stooping lower and lower and lower every year. And I feel like that's why there is, you know, Call of Duty is still making a shit ton of money. But I feel like Call of Duty is slowly declining every year. And a lot of it has to do with, you know, shady things like this. It is complete and utter garbage. Now, I would do a full-on rant and rave video about this. Trust me, I would have loved to. But we're at 6:30 in the morning, and there is like people in dorms and like rooms all around me. Chances are I'd probably get some. I'd get like a call in, and there would be a group of people from the first floor that would come up here, and they'd bang on my door, and I'd get like jumped onto. So I'd rather not. I'd rather not do that right now, where it's just so early. So Otherwise, trust me, I would be honestly probably be sitting here yelling at the microphone right now and ranting for like over 20 minutes straight. But it's best that I probably don't do that right now. I don't really upload a lot of the rant videos that I do. But anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please tell me what you guys think about all of this down in the comment section below. Let's get a nice I just want to hear some people's thoughts and feedbacks and opinions on all of this. I'm pretty sure we all probably will agree that this is absolute bullshit, and it's just foolish that all of this has happened. And just tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. Possibly even leave a like, rating, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want me to do more Black Ops 4 videos, just talking about things, and possibly other Black Ops 4 videos in the future. And that's it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. I love you guys, and please stay beautiful. I'll see you all in the next one.